Palak Vadadia from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology in Department of Electronics and Communication. Today we will discuss the subject that is Python programming, and in Python programming we will discuss the topic that is Python exception handling. So how Python will handle the exceptions, that we will see in the detail. So let's start our today's session. See, first of all, we need to understand what is the difference between the syntax error and the exceptions, right? So what is the syntax error? Everyone knows, right? Whenever you are doing any typing mistake, then that is considered as a syntax error. Then the exact definition, that is as the name suggests, this error is caused by the wrong syntax in the code and it leads to the terminate of the program. Alright, and if I want to give the example of this, then here you just see the one example. Here first of all we are just going to initialize the amount and that equal to what? Some value. And then I want to check if you are eligible to purchase the mobile or not. So for that, if my amount is greater than this, okay, any value, then yes, you are eligible to purchase the mobile. Right, but when I run this code, see everything looks fine, great. But when I run this code, what will happen? It will generate the error in a syntax. See here, everything is specified. Here it is written that is a line number 4. So when I consider my line number 4, that is what if amount is greater than 2,999. But after that, something is missing. That is what is a semicolon. So you just write the wrong syntax. So that is known as a syntax error. And sometimes, suppose if I want to write print, there is a spelling of P-R-I-N-T, but instead of that, if I write something else, P-N-T or something, anything, then that is also what is a syntax error. Okay, if you are not specifying the proper indentation, then after it, that leads to the error, and that is what is the termination of your code. Now, next we will discuss that is what is the exception. So what is the exception? Then the exception are raised when the program is syntactically correct, but the code result in an error. Okay, this error does not stop the execution of your program. However, it changes the normal flow of the program. See, that means the exception, that is not the syntax error. So your program will not get terminated. But your syntax is correct, everything, each and every instruction is executed. But in some instruction, something like that, here see in a Python we know that we cannot divide anything with the 0. Okay, the syntax is perfectly fine, but this will give you the error and that is known as an exception. It's not the syntax error. See, I'll give you the example. Here, we want to initialize some variable. For example, let's consider the marks. Here the value is what? Say 85. Now I want to do some division. I'm just writing a that equal to marks divided by 0. My syntax is perfect. See, I don't want any semicolon because I'm just here in a Python. See, no need to initialize the variable before using that. So here we just write down a that equal to marks divided by 0. It's a perfect syntax. And then I want to print a. And we know that when we divide any value with the 0, what we get? That is answer is what is it? Infinite. But in a Python, see here, when I run this code, it will give the 0 division error. Okay, we cannot divide anything by the 0. So this is known as an exception. Okay, your syntax is correct, but we cannot use this. Now, next, how we can handle this kind of the exception? Now we know the difference between the syntax error and the exception. But if any exception is occur in my program, then I want to how I can handle it. So for that, in a Python, the exception can be handled using the try statement. Alright. So the critical operation which can raise the exception is placed inside the try clause, and the code that handles the exception, that is written in the except clause. So write anything that is the exception that you have to write inside the try. And if this is occur, then what kind of the action that you want to take, that you have to mention in the except clause. Now we can thus choose what operation to perform once we have caught the exception. Here I will give you the simple example. See, you will get clear idea about how we can handle the exception by looking this example. See here, first of all, I'm just going to import the module sys to get the type of the exception. See, in this module, you will get the different kind of the exception. Earlier, I just mentioned the one exception. That is what is a zero division error. Then some name error is there, some other error is there. You can get the complete list of that in the sys module. So I just want to import that module, that is sys. And then I have taken one random list. That is what is a 0 and 2. Okay. So here I have one alphabet and 2 integer. And then I'll just use the for command. That is for entry in random list. Okay. So one by one it will take the value that is in the random list. Then first, that is print the entry is. First, I'll just consider A. You just keep in mind, my first element, that is what is A. So print, first it will print A, then R that equal to 1 divided by int, then entry. So can you convert the A into the integer? Is it possible? Then definitely your answer is what? It's a no. Then it's a break. And if this here, see, this is what? The exception that I have written inside my try clause. Now yes, here I have a one exception. So how I can handle it? Then I have to accept, that is print. Yes, this is an error. I'm just going to accept this. And that is a print. Oops. Then here, just this is a what is a sys.exe underscore info then 0. That is the inside the system module. So which kind of the error is that? That will display over there. Okay, then it will say please next entry, then print, and then the reciprocal of this is R. So when I run this, so here this is my output. So the entry is what? First I want to consider, that is A. Then here, see, as we see that we cannot convert A into the integer. So here what we have to write down here? Oops, see here. Then this is what is the value error. We cannot pass the alphabet. Okay, here. So this is value occur. Then we have to write down what is the next entry. Okay. So now next entry is what is a 0. So again it will check. Here first it will print, that is 0. Then R 1 divided by 0. Answer is what? Is infinite. And we know very well that is what is a zero division error. So program control directly goes to the except clause. And here it is written, that is oops, that is what is a zero division error occurred. And then it's yes, it's a next entry. Now it's what is it 2? When 2 here, then 1 by 2. We know that R equal to what is a 0.5. And the program not goes to this except clause because everything is fine, everything is correct. Then simply it will print the reciprocal of this, that is what is a 0.5. So I hope this example is clear. Alright, see, if you don't import this sys module, then here you have to different type of the error that you have to specify by yourself. See what will happen if the zero division error, what will happen, what you want to do if the some value error is occur, right? Now next, that is the catching the specific exception in a Python. See here, a try clause can have any number of except clause to handle the different exceptions. However, only one will be executed in case of exception occur. See what what we have discussed. That is, if I just written a one, that is one statement inside the try clause, and then I will write the except, then there is some value error. Then except, then there is some what we can say, it's a zero division error. So we can define the multiple except clause, just like if and elif statement. You can write down the multiple elif statement. Here also you can write down the multiple except clause, right? So see here we have a try. That is what do something. That is whatever the instruction they want to write, that we can write down in this try. Then we want to pass some value. Then here I just specify that is accept that is value error. How we can handle this value error, that you have to write inside this clause. Then if any type error, if any zero division error, then you have to write down the expression inside that. Alright. And then all other exception that you can write down this. So that means just I want to tell you, you can write down the multiple except clause inside the one try clause. Okay. Now next we will discuss that is Python try with the else clause. Right. So for that, in some situation, you might want to run a certain block of code if the block inside the try can run without any error. So for this course, you can use the optional else keyword with the try statement. See, that means if nothing is happened, nothing exception is done inside the try clause, then I want to execute that particular block, then I want to write down that block inside the else statement. See here, for example, here I am just consider the one function. The name of the function is a by b. Okay, because I want to do the division. You can specify any name, is not necessary, you have to specify this name only. And inside that I'll just pass two value because I want to divide this a and b. Then try, that is what it is, c that equal to a plus b divided by a minus b. Then accept the zero division error, that is print. If any zero division error is occur, then simply it will print that is a by b result is a 0. Otherwise, simply I just want to print that is the value of c. So what I'll do, I'll just write down the else statement. So first it will check if my try block is correct, is that there is no exception, then what it will do, it will program directly jump to the else clause and it will print the value of c. Alright. So when I run this, see here, we just first of all we just pass down the two value, that is 2 and 3. So first see that it will compute, that is 2 plus 3 divided by 2 minus 3. So 2 plus 3 is 5, 2 minus 3 is what, is a minus 1. So my answer is what, it's a minus 5. So as such there is no zero division error. So simply it will print the value of c. So when I run this, my first answer is what, is a minus 5, that's all right. Now the second time if I write a by b, then the value I am just passing, a is 3 and b is also 3. Then c equal to 3 plus 3, that is all right, that is 6, no problem. But divided by 3 minus 3, that is what, is a 0. So c will be 6 divided by 0 and we know that in a Python we cannot divide any value with the 0. So it leads to the zero division error. Then yes, here in this particular case, I have an exception. So my program jump to the what? Exception, that is zero division error. And it will print, that is a by b result in a 0. So whatever the message, okay, that you want to write, that you can write inside the print. Alright. Now next and last, that is Python try and finally. Okay. So here the try statement in a Python can have an optional finally clause, and this clause is executed no matter what is generally used to release the external resources. That means, see here, in a try else statement, what is that? If my try block executed properly, then if I want to execute some particular block, then I will write that is inside the else. But no matter what, whether it is a try is correct, whether any exception is there, but I want to execute this particular code, then I have to use the Python try and find. Alright, that means I'll give you the simple example. For example, if I open a one file and inside the file, if any error is there, then I just write down some except clause over there. But in any case, I want to close my resource, then I have to use the final statement, and then whatever the statement for the closing of file, that you have to write inside the file. See here, for example, we may connect to a remote data center through a network or working with the file of a graphical user's interface. Then any case you want to close your resources. See, in all circumstances, we must clean up the resources before the program comes to the halt, whether it's successfully run or not. So this action that you have to specify inside the finally clause. Now the example is what? Here, see here. Here the try f equal to open, then some text file, and here I have specified some encoding format. It is not necessary that you have to specify this encoding format. You can just use the read, write or append mode, anything. And then you will do some file operation. And yes, finally I want to close that file. So I will use f.close then this. So whether any exception is occur or not, this statement will execute it. That is finally. So I hope this is clear. And if any doubt, then please let me know. Thank you.